Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is 2023, our very first official episode of the year. And I know, yes, we've had so many weeks of not doing any episodes, but you know what? We have so much lined up for you, including, but not limited to, 2 episodes that are going to be released this week and the week after that. And you really want to be tuned in for that. It's going to be popping. Make sure you actually catch us on our social media handles at The Story Clip Show on every social media. That's a lie. We are on Twitter, we are on TikTok, and we are on Instagram. And you can obviously catch us on YouTube as well. And of course, on all of your streaming podcast sites. Of course, we're there too. So make sure you do that. So anyway, we have so much lined up for you today on the show. We are going to be reflecting on the amazing things that we've had this year, the amazing and talented artists that we had on the show. We'll just do a quick recap and see what are they doing now? Where are they now? Have they had any new changes? Like, what's happening with their lives? There is so much to unfold. So let's get right into it. My name is Kathomi, and right behind me is none other than the producer, Dougie. So welcome to the show, 2023 episode 1. Here we go. Also, this is season 2. Here we go. We have had 11 amazing artists on this show, and I honestly feel like every single one of them was an inspiration to us. And so we're going to quickly look at the artists and the songs that we really love from either their EPs or one of the singles, 2 of the singles that we actually did love from their collection. And of course, we start with none other than Veryl Mkali. Wow, a rough riding, hard hitting, bar spitting, mad female rapper who honestly is getting her, like, she is literally flying off the shelves. She's had event after event, concert after concert. She's been featured on so many young and upcoming artist episodes of the Tusker shows. I mean, she's pretty much everywhere at this point in time, and I am so proud that we had her as our very first artist. And some of the songs that we actually really loved from her EP, Shadow of Death, are including my favorite song of the whole EP was It's a New Kid on the Block. Of course, Dougie disagrees with me, and he says True Love was his favorite. Why? Because 1, it is a love story about hip-hop, her love story with hip-hop, and it is actually a really good story. And you don't even catch on to the fact that she's talking about hip-hop until the very end of the song. So for sure, it is a really good song. It's a bop. You need to go and listen to it. In case you haven't listened to it, here's a quick sample of what that sounds like.
It sound crazy nikikusho like way back ndo nilianza kumcheki. Alikuwa mreal for real, alikuwa kideal na wase wa real si wa fake.
Let's get on to the next episode or the next artist. In this case, it was Groovy Joe Goslami Flow Originally She Partake. Hey, Groovy Joe and her EP, The Groovy Way. And I love the fact that she actually did go at it alone. Like, she did not feature any artists. She did not feature any other people on this EP. She wanted to come heavy, come correct, and come alone. And I love that kind of energy. That's confidence even I cannot summon sometimes. So Groovy Joe did us a really huge solid when she did this. And we were like, girl, you can rap and you fine. She fine. Like, if you haven't seen Groovy Joe, you need to check her Instagram out because that girl is fine.
Left to right in Boca in a chopper, now I mean. 2-5 for the number, Nairobi in the scene. Hands congestina, right to left to Celine. This that night, bop, we bopping, chasing green.
Naibop. I loved Naibop. There's something about it that was that was so hilarious. It's the way she speaks about like Nairobi being one big bedroom, and she talks about the way who knows who slept with who, did what with who, and it's crazy. It's such a dramatic jam. It is a bop for me for sure. Now, right now they are taking over. Like I feel like Vijana Baru Baru have been taking over the airwaves, but we were among the very first people to interview them. Well, among is the major word here. We were among the very first people to interview them, and we genuinely loved that interview. There was something about them that is so fun, so bubbly, and yet they are just really, really good with penmanship. I said it here before, and I will continue to say it.
Did you say penmanship?
Penmanship.
Umesema penmanship.
Tuko Grammy. Ogopa.
Hiyo kesho kwa t-shirt.
Asante.
And of course, in the spirit of being witty, my two favorite versions of anything they've ever done so far, at least in my books, is of course the rendition that they made when they were talking about Naivasha.
Walisema safari rali. Ukasikia kutasurali. Okay. Unasafisha msitu. Na uende ukapande mti.
Kuna uongo mahali.
Kwenye ni Kisii.
Alright.
Naivasha kuna shosho mgani?
I wonder.
Na una Subaru na kitambi.
Swali ni
Unaficha sura ya nani?
mahali.
I really love that. I enjoyed very much so the humor in all of it. It was really funny. Was it snippy? It was. I felt hurt. But it was still a really, really good song. And of course, we had Wajakoya during the election period, and they were speaking about the way they want Wajakoya to become a president so that he can unleash the Kishash Kobash. And of course, the song that in this case we actually agreed, Dougie and I agreed that one of our favorite songs is actually one of their old songs. It's called Urembo. There's something about Urembo that's just such an inspiration, yet it is such a good song. Of course, now they've released so much music with other artists. We've had other artists outside of this country. In fact, Tanzanian artists who've made remixes to the songs have done covers to their songs, which means they are going places. They are doing really, really well. Honestly, their career is on an upward trajectory, and we are so proud of them, so excited for them. Next, we get to the Mama Yao. It's the way I say it that just is channeling Achicho software.
Kwa majina ni Achicho Dimples aka software, yani kama kawa mama ya baba yao.
Of course, my favorite song of all the singles that she's released so far is Mavela. Something about her telling this girl that ukija na dera hapa ndakuonesha maajabu.
Niko Mavela, nyumbani ukikuja na geuza jela. Najua utapenda, kiporo lazima na iko kwa meza. Basi niite patenda tu, ukikuja na dera itabaki umetendwa. Kidogo kichezea rende, itabaki umebebwa.
And then the song she did with Timmy T. Kesi.
Unateka bibi ya jirani ya baki mteja patikane. Hiyo ni kesi. Kondani ya kinyasa sasa imeleta kesi. Hiyo ni kesi. Eti ya nani, wanani, wanani jamani.
You are still listening to the Story Clip Show with myself, Kathomi, and of course, you need to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we are fun and the visuals are always amazing. And if you haven't subscribed to our podcasts as well, make sure you do on whatever streaming you listen to, whatever podcast site you listen to. We are there as the Story Clip Show. And of course, follow us on our social media handles at the Story Clip Show on TikTok, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And next, we get into the oh so sultry, oh so magnificent Koyo. I think I am in love with his music and very particularly in love with his sound. I've said this here before that you just need to put that playlist, that whole EP in between, just play it when you're doing the bounce chika wow wow, and let me tell you, it's gonna bow and it's gonna be chika wow wow wow. It is such an amazing EP. I loved it. My favorite song is definitely this particular one. It is called Gishagi.
But I'ma stay right here, baby, in case I get waiting patiently. I must stay right here, baby, in case I get here waiting for you to come over and
And of course, Dougie also loves Koyo, and his favorite song is actually Hido. He does not speak a lick of Kikuyu, but that song, Karo. Next, we speak about none other than Flyer. There's something about his quiet confidence that is just so sexy. I love it, I love it, I love it. And this one, we kind of had trouble picking our favorite songs from every single one of his singles. It's like every song we listen to by Flyer is somehow the best song by Flyer. I feel like Flyer has everything is fire. Bandia is fire. It's very politically charged. And I think we spoke about this with him when we asked him whether he's actually a political activist or something. And he said no.
Okay. So most of the times I get confused for like an
activist.
An activist.
Are you not?
It's not actually. It's social commentary.
Okay. If we're thinking about his very peppy, very happy, very jazzy vibe, we think about these particular songs. We think about Good Times, which, oh my God, there's something about that song that is just, so amazing. But yet, you think you're done, and then he hits you, sucker punches you with the song that is called Hey Heaven. And of course, our favorite song, and I think Dougie is the one who actually was just like, oh, what's that song about Toy Market?
Zakupeleka toy na wadi nikushikie bei ya makamera wedera ex wako haezi.
By the way, ex wako anaweza kafanya kama mimi, anaweza. And of course, Filthy Rich, again, another politically charged story. Something about it that's really, really good. I feel like we've mentioned all the songs at this point because Flyer is just so good. There's something about his music that just makes you want to listen to it more and more and more and more. And once you start, you can't stop. We honestly couldn't figure out our favorite. So I think we're just gonna leave you this one. Which was your favorite song of all the songs that we just spoke about and you just listened to by Flyer? Let us know on the comment section. Let us know on our Instagram and our socials at The Story Clip Show. We really genuinely want to hear what you have to say about Flyer. Are we exaggerating? Is he really that good? Or are we being very dramatic? So, this one was different. I mean, we'd sampled artists who've done singles. We'd sampled artists on this show who've had amazing EPs and have had a lot going on for their careers. But this particular artist took us by surprise. Like, when we thought about Lucinia Carré, there's something about her that is so innocent and so beautiful. In fact, the more we speak about her, the more we are surprised by how much of an amplifying board she is. Like, her voice is just angelic. I cannot lie to you. There's something about her voice that is really, really good.
Wanna look at you, baby kidogo, eyo Montana. Hausukumi damu moyo, unasukuma upendo wangu. Niko mahaba ni mambo sawa.
She's doing very well. She's been doing a lot more now. Check out her YouTube and see what she is up to. And as we get to almost the end, we have Ntinyare, who is another artist who I feel like is really, really lacking when it comes to, or slacking off when it comes to releasing music. Look, Ntinyare, your voice is amazing. We just want to hear you. Please give us more music, because honestly, it's just one song from last year. This is 2022, and it's called You and I, and that is such a beautiful song. Just listen to it just now. It's just oh.
We could go all the way, all the way, all the way. We could vibe away, vibe away. Just the two of us, just you and I, just the two of us, just you and I.
Please, can you do more music? We can't wait to see what 2023 holds for you, because I know she's going places for sure. And again, Bridget Blue.
Nipe jibu kama baba unanisikia, na kama unanisikia nionyeshe ile njia mimi nitapitia.
There's something about Bridget Blue that just is so, you just want to give her warm hugs. You know, that's the vibe I get from her. And our interview was amazing with her. We spoke about everything and anything that you could possibly imagine. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you actually check it out on the playlist because it is part of the playlist. And of course, our favorite songs, again, we were stuck because we loved so many of her songs. So this is the list of the songs, not in this order particularly. Dougie really loved Colors. I am in love with Times.
Time is going, time is ticking. Hurry up, the pace is speaking. Time is going, time is ticking. Tell the clock to slow the ticking. Go back a little to the old days. Yeah, I miss some.
Goodbye is a bop. Woman is another amazing song. Very, very inspirational. And now, of course, we have BV, aka Super Kamba Never Superman. Just the name alone can tell you what kind of a powerhouse this guy is. This is Kesha, which is one of my favorite songs by BV.
Hela kidogo na shikama maskama mavijana wanasele na wababa wa mama.
And then Happy, which is a song that he's done with Femi Uno and of course none other than King Kaka. We have Scenario, which was such an amazing song. He did it with Brandy Minor and they were speaking about tough situations that they'd gone through because he just lost his dad, and you can imagine the kind of energy that that puts into your life and the kind of turmoil and stress that you go through. So you have got to listen to this song. It is so prime, it is so pure, it is just channeling I miss you. And of course, aye.
Leo tunaenda home. Tunaweza hata bus kweli. Naweza toka bila cut kweli. Mimi naweza kosa kujinais kweli. Ati leo tunaenda home.
The episode is so long. We have a part 1 and a part 2, so make sure you check those out because Bibi is a powerhouse. He is a powerhouse. He's revolutionary. He does amazing cinema work. He does, you know what? I feel like I'm preempting too much. You just want to go and watch that episode because trust me when I tell you, it is fire. It was fun. So much fun that we did it twice. And now let's get a quick catch up with who is doing well, where they are now, and who are the honorable mentions as we wind up the show. Now, of course, these artists have done amazing things. We featured so many artists on the show, and I think I've named them. We've sampled some of their music, but some of them are making mad waves in the industry. And I think we start with the honorable mentions because like all of them are doing amazing, but there's some who are doing exceptionally well. And of course, we'll start with Bridget Blue, who has not only been nominated for 1, but 3 whole awards, and I'm gonna read them down because this girl is doing something. She was nominated for the best artist in a duo or in a group in African R&B and soul for her song Goodbye. She was nominated as Songwriter of the Year alongside Jibril for the song Woman. Of course, she was nominated for the Best Female Artist in African Inspirational Music for the song Woman. And to be entirely honest, I am so very proud of her for these nominations. Congratulations to you and keep winning, girl. She also did perform at the Miss Kenya in 2022, and we are so proud of her for that. Congratulations to you, Bridget Blue, to higher, to bigger, to better. Now we get into another artist who is doing exceptionally well, and of course, it's none other than Veryl Mkali Wow, rapper, MC, DJ, and she's doing exceptionally well as well. She was definitely on the finalists list on Taska Nexters, which was really, really amazing. She did feature on the Nairobi Festival competition. And of course, she was also nominated for Pulse Awards or Pulse Video Awards as the new artist. And I'm just like, girl, yes, do you. She's also been doing a lot of concerts and we are entirely proud of her. We also go to someone else who is doing so amazing, and this is Groovy Joe, and she's sampling some new type music. It's called called Strapping Rage. She has a few songs on that album, on that sound list. I don't know what to call it, an EP, an album. It's just a new genre that she's sampling, and it's called Strapping Rage. So go ahead and listen to that as well. We also have Koyo, who did something for us as well. He went all the way to Volcano Fest in 2022, all the way in Rwanda, and he did an amazing performance as well. Now, let's quickly check out a few other artists who are doing very well, including Flyer with his new song. It's called Mr. Zuckerberg. Okay, let's talk about the shmoney. Let's talk about Mr. Facebook himself. Go and listen to that. It's also really new. It's fresh. It's just a bop. We obviously get into someone else. This is Lucinia Carey, who has sampled yet another song. Well, not sampled really. She's covered another song called Nitasema, and it's also so beautiful. Like she always does amazing. And as we wind up, we talk about Vijana Barubaru, who are doing amazing. And they did a song called Sasa Hivi, which has blown up East Africa. I'm telling you, they have done so well that guess what? Nandi from Tanzania actually hopped on a refix, and that made them even go bigger. They are doing amazing. They have also a new song called Ipo Siku, which is also really, really cool a song. It's a bop. So go and check it out as well. And I honestly feel like for every single one of the artists that we featured last year, amazing things are coming their way, and we cannot wait to see what 2023 holds for them. But for now, make sure you check us out on all our social media handles at The Story Clip Show, and this is specifically on Twitter, on TikTok, and definitely on Instagram. Make sure you watch the visuals on YouTube as well under The Story Clip Show. And finally, are you listening to us on your podcast? Are you listening to us on your favorite podcast streaming site? You should, because we're on that as well. And until next week, same time, same place, let's see what music we will be listening to then.